there is a general feeling that it is frowned upon if you still like luxury, because you're being stupid, because you're throwing away your money, because these things are made in China, because blah, 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 blah. Hi guys, welcome to another video. What is wrong with luxury YouTubers? Why is everybody running away? Why are the views down? What is wrong with buying luxury? Let's get going. Things are feeling very flat at the minute. I don't know if you guys feel it. I really feel it. I am still in my happy little bubble. I'm loving doing YouTube. I really enjoy researching. I enjoy looking at the collections. I enjoy the fashion shows. I just enjoy looking at the trends and everything that goes with luxury. I obviously love buying some things, reviewing them, styling them. I love it all, and I have not lost my interest for it, even at my ripe old age of 53. But it seems that lots of people are feeling, I don't know, that it just feels really, really flat. There is nothing to watch on YouTube. I used to be inundated with so many requested, suggested videos, I should say, and I did not have time to watch them all. There were so many that I wanted to watch, and now I'm flicking through and I think, yeah, there's nothing to watch. And when one of my favourite ones, and a lot of them are my friends, pop up, I think, yes, yes, something to watch. And I'm so excited because tonight I will be watching Meredith's video, which is, I do not know, she has bought something. She has bought something from Hermes, and it is something custom made, I believe. And she's teased us all with it, but we don't know what it is. And anyway, I'm very excited to watch the video. I have tried to get it out of her what it is, but she won't tell me. She won't tell me because I need to watch the video, which is fair enough. And I'm very excited to watch that. But anyway, all my other, I don't know, there seems to be a lot of other videos, content creators who used to be in the space, and they've all, I don't know if it's just they've disappeared, they've pivoted into something different, or they're just not doing YouTube at all. And I just miss that buzz around the luxury community. So I am not going to jump on the bandwagon of leaving YouTube or selling all my bags or all of those things. I just want to get back to where we were before, where we had a real buzzing community, and I don't really know what's happened. So yeah, I don't really understand it. I don't. Obviously, we had the big debacle over Lydia. So Lydia Millen, she has, I will try not to roll my eyes. I will try not to roll my eyes. But she has sold all of her bags. We have seen a couple of them on Cellier mixed in with an edit that she's done, which were things that weren't her bags. They were just things that she suggested. So only a few of those were her bags, but she had many, many more. So she says they've gone. We have to believe that they have gone. Where have they gone? How have they been sold? We don't know. It's up to her. She doesn't have to share that with us, but she did a huge announcement on her YouTube, and therefore we are going to be interested, because if you're going to announce something, you've got to expect that people are going to ask them questions, because that's what we do on the internet. We put ourselves out there, and we have to understand that if we announce something, that there are going to be questions. So yeah, she has now launching her own handbag designs from Fairfax and Favour. The first one, she's shown a sneak peek of it. It looks very nice. It looks nice. It looks like a Kelly Pochette type. Not exactly, obviously, like the Kelly Pochette, but it looks nice. It does. And good luck to her with that venture. But what comes from that is that there's a little bit of frowning upon of others who still love the luxury space. Now, I'm not saying that these content creators, whoever we're talking about, I'm not so sure that they're frowning on us, but there's a feeling. I don't know if it's just that I'm feeling it, but there is a general feeling that it is frowned upon if you still like luxury, because you're being stupid, because you're throwing away your money, because these things are made in China, because blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I just know that I still love buying the bags and wanting the bags and seeing the collections and being part of it. And this community for me in the YouTube world is so important. So I'm really sad when I see people drifting away. And I know I watched a video from Sophie Sherhett, who I've watched, well, on and off, I've watched her for years and years. And I'm not sure if she is in the luxury space or coming out of the luxury space, or whether she's hedging her bets at the minute, because she has talked about not wanting to buy luxury and definitely not wanting logos and things like that. She's sold a lot of her bags because she's just not that interested anymore. But then she has bought a couple of Hermes bags recently. She's managed to get her hands on a couple, one pre-loved I think and one from the website. So not quota bags, but I know she really wants a constant. So she's sort of still in it, but not wanting to be in it. Maybe she's just not sure where she's heading at the minute. And I do think, I do see quite a few different videos where I think people are talking about things in order to find something to talk about. And I found that myself. Sometimes I'm struggling to think of ideas. You have to remember, guys, that we're all doing this because, well, we probably all have different reasons for doing this. My reason for doing this is to give myself some purpose, some focus, and just try and do it. I want to challenge myself and all the rest of it. This started as a hobby, as a bit of therapy for me, because I just walked out of my 30-year accountancy career and I just wanted to do something with my days. And so it's very important to me to keep consistent and everything else. But what comes with that is that I've committed to myself, and it's only to me, and it doesn't matter, that the world will not stop turning if I don't put a video out. I understand, I get it, but I committed to myself to do 3 videos a week, and I want to do them. I'm excited to do them, and I have the time to do them. So that isn't an issue. What is an issue is sometimes thinking of another idea. Sometimes I have loads of ideas and they're coming out all the time and I don't know where they come from, and I just, so many things I want to talk about. And then there's other times where I'm scratching my head and just thinking, is that a bit just boring? Does anybody care about that? So I understand that all of us content creators are having the same issues with thinking of things that we want to talk about. We want to keep you guys entertained, and we also want to make content that we're proud of. So there are a few content creators that have talked about these sorts of things, and sometimes it can come across of being a little bit frowned upon for the rest of us who are still wanting to be in this space. And maybe that's not meant, maybe that's just how I'm feeling, how I'm understanding the content. But there also seems to be a lot of talk about things being an addiction rather than just changing your mind as to what you want to spend your money on. Now, for some people, and I know this is I need to be very careful, and I am very careful about talking about addictions, because that is a whole other thing and a very serious nature, and I understand that. So when people do videos talking about shopping addictions, I think you have to be so careful, because for me it's more, oh, I've gone a little bit obsessive with that, I maybe should rein it in, maybe I need to stop doing this or that, rather than I can't stop and it therefore is an actual addiction. I think it's absolutely fine for somebody who has bought a lot of things in the past to change their mind and buy a lot less of those things, or none of those things, or realise that they were wasting money and changing that. But for those of us that still want to do this, I just get a little bit annoyed, I suppose, when I think it's frowned upon that other people assume that you've got an addiction, where actually I just like these things and I enjoy buying them, and I know they don't change my world, but they bring me some joy. And we've talked about that a lot. So I think for me, when I do hear content creators talking about things being very addictive and they've had to come out of that space and realise, and they've seen the light and all the rest of it, yeah, some of it I take with a pinch of salt. Some of it I understand that that's their journey, but that doesn't mean that should be everybody's journey. And so I just want to enjoy this space, and I just wish there was a little bit more of it on YouTube. What are you guys feeling? Are you missing out and thinking that there's less content coming out? Or do you feel that it's a little bit flat? Do you feel that it's a little bit samey, that we're running out of ideas? Can you come up with some ideas? What do you want to see? Let me know. Start a conversation in the comments so I can see what you're enjoying, what you're not, because you cannot tell from the views or the algorithm, because that all depends on how I title it, how I do the thumbnail. It also, the timing of when I put a video up, whether it gets on the back of somebody else's video as a suggested one. There is so many complexities to it. I can't tell if you guys have enjoyed that video or not by the views, because that's a different thing to whether it's got into a different algorithm and all the rest of it. So I would like to make content that you guys enjoy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another one.